My video for March the 16th, 2020 is number 3,397. The title is Expect Disrupted Patterns in Your Life. As always, our perceptions of reality depend on which lies we choose to believe. Again, all beliefs have a lie in the middle. If you're not confused by what's happening in the world, you probably are not paying attention. Sometimes I think I might be better off myself if I was not making an effort to be exposed to varying viewpoints. Religion is fairly easy for me, but the political circus is much more of a challenge. Some say that Trump really is draining the swamp. Others say he is just another swamp creature. It all depends on who you choose to listen to, who is providing your information. We certainly live in times that challenge us at many levels. I guess that Donald has declared martial law. That will surely disrupt most people's lives. For me, it seems I cannot get more than 2 to 3 hours of sleep in a row. Instead of my normal midday nap, I need to nap 3 to 4 times a day. Crazy. It's not even 3:30 a.m. as I write this, and I've been awake since before midnight. I only slept for about 2.5 hours. Exhaustion is more and more normal for me now. So are warnings about being confined to our homes so that arrests can be made. What is the truth? Yeah, as I was sitting there waiting for 3 o'clock to come, and again, I put my video up at 3 a.m. Because they're on California time, I guess, with the YouTube and stuff like that. So if I put it up at before 3 a.m., it shows going up. If I did, say, at 2 o'clock this morning, it would show it as the video for March the 15th. Which it's the video for March 16th. So that's why I wait till 3 o'clock. Just an explanation as to why I do it that way. Maybe it doesn't matter, but to me, time, I've been always an on-time type of person. I run my life by clocks, but I don't need clocks because the clocks are built in. As I've said before, when I was growing up, I could get up at whatever time I wanted. If I needed to go somewhere at 4 a.m., I could easily get up at 3:30 a.m. to get ready and go out to do what I needed to do. And when I was in the Army, when they would come in to wake everybody up for KP duty, kitchen patrol, I was already up and dressed when they were coming in to wake everybody else up. So I always got my choice of which job I wanted when I went to the mess hall. These are things that have been normal for me, but we all have a different norm, and no one norm is right or another one wrong. It just is what it is for each of us. However, in our world, there are things that are right and wrong. It's wrong to abuse other people. It's wrong to abuse children, especially, but they're abused all the time by the elite classes. And the elite classes seem to have no rules. Whatever they want, they do, whether it's kill somebody, whether it's raping little children, whatever it is, they seem to be able to have no rules that apply to them, at least not in their own minds. And the irony is that even our loving God does not enforce any commandments. We can do whatever the hell we please. Well, there's something wrong with doing whatever the hell we please. Look at the result that it's gotten us. Anyway, the Trump fiasco is exactly that, a fiasco. I mean, he has surrounded himself with swamp creatures when he's campaigning and trying to convince people that he's draining the swamp. But he has more swamp creatures around him than, I can't say more than anybody else before him, because the whole political scene is nothing but swamp creatures. There's very few truth tellers involved in it, and I don't know what's going on with my voice. But anyway, there's a lot of mixing going on And like I said, my friends, I have friends that think that Trump is God's gift to us, that he's really going to do what he promised to do. Well, Obama promised change we could believe in, and did he deliver? No, it gotten worse. And it seems to be getting worse under Trump. Every administration seems to be doing worse than the one before. And it doesn't matter which party is in office, they are all corrupted. They are all filled with swamp creatures. Uh, and they all bring change that we don't want to happen, or at least not people that want truth and justice for all, and be moving toward an ability to love one another. That's spirituality, by the way, folks. Loving one another. And I can see that in all religions, but I can also see the corruption in all religions. I've figured that out. But the political stuff I haven't been able to get my mind around, and certainly not my heart, which is why I keep praying for God to do something. And I know my friends, many of my friends keep saying, Ron, it's not up to God, it's up to us. Well, then we're going to fail. As far as I can see, we're going to fail, because I know I do not have the ability to change anything out there. And they say, Ron, of course you don't, because all you can do is change what's in here. So I need to change my perception of what's happening. That's what some people would say. I need to be able to, instead of seeing all the disharmony and all the confusion, I need to somehow find a center point within myself that allows me to not see what's going on around me, or not let it affect me at the very least. But it does affect me. That's why I don't sleep, because I'm trying to figure out a solution for my own life. I'm trying to hang on to my desire to have a loving God, but I don't see the evidence of it. And forget anything that's been done in the so-called past. Forget all of that. What's it now? Now is all that matters. What's happening right now? That's where I keep coming down to. What is happening right now? And they say, Ron, if you're looking at what's happening around you, well, that's all just an illusion. It's a play. It's a drama being played out. And that's not the reality. You've got to go within and find the reality within. Well, again, I keep coming back to this. It's not an either or, an inside or an outside focus. It's got to be both and. Both and, to me, is the critical thing that joins the opposites together. It's both the male and the female. It's both the light and the dark in harmony with each other. Everything is supposed to harmonize, not clash. And obviously, we see clashes all the time. We see disruption of our lives at every hand, and perhaps it's going to be getting worse now than we've ever seen it up to this point. As if what some people are saying is true, that Donald is going to be arresting or having arrested all of the deep state players. Well, I'll believe that when I see it. I hope it's true, but I'm not convinced it is, because there's no evidence of it. I'd like to believe that I'm going to be enriched along with many other people, and we're going to be able to help uplift humanity and rebuild the planet Earth and make it a planet worth living on, where we actually can thrive, not just survive. And even survival is becoming more and more of a challenge, as the dark forces, or whatever you want to call them, seem to be unleashing vengeance with a fury. And I would like to see a loving God actually take action and take responsibility for the creation that has been allowed to be totally disrupted and messed up. Thank you for listening, and namaste.